Son of a gun, I'm making some toast and the fan just started up. Listen to it. Cool. So I'm 100% now. Hi, Judd here. I'm in incredible pain. It was even worse yesterday, to the extent I didn't even do any video yesterday because I knew I wasn't getting anything done. I did get in a few 10-minute sessions throughout the day between 5 a.m. and midnight. And I got a couple of things done, but it wasn't worth putting on camera at the time. I'll show you now just for catch up. I beat some shapes into this to try to square it away, and when I have it in place, it is more squared away now. It stays flatter. I used some paint sticks as forms and beat around it to shape it up and put some vertical stabilizing bends into it and a couple of horizontal stabilizing bends into it. And then I put a couple of coats of primer and a couple of coats of finish paint on it. I'll tell you how bad I was. The first coat of primer I put on, I didn't even notice that I was using the finish paint, so of course it didn't stick. Particularly in the case of this corner piece, which I did some more shaping and finishing and sanding, and eventually put the real primer on it, a couple of coats of real primer and a couple of coats of heavy coats of finish to try to build it up where I'd had to cut the rubber coating off of it. So I'm pretty pleased with that. That's looking pretty good. And maybe we'll get that up later today. I don't know how far I will get today. I wasn't going to film today either, but I came up with something this morning I'm working on that I think is almost mandatory that I put on video in case anybody ever wants to do something this crazy. Okay, this is working on my floaty, and I had an idea and I tried it and it worked. So first thing we do is cut off the label. 3 bottles, and we shall take this, and I have a heat gun here set on high. I'm going to heat this up. And then we take it and we push it down, whoop, onto there, and at an angle. And we heat up the next one. See, this bottom piece here starts to bubble out when it gets hot. Whew, it's getting hot. Okay. There we go. Now what that does is that keeps these in line, and to show you the results, here is the batch I did earlier already stuck into the tights, and you can see they're good and stable and they're not going to come apart when I sit in them. So there you go. That's that. Ta-da, cool. Sling. Yeah, I think that's going to work fine. And this definitely feels nicer than the foam thingy. And I can't find the foam thingies anyway. So we'll try that later. Okay, I'm going to do what I can and I'll just video the results later. Well, it occurs to me that this part ought to be on camera. Oh, first I'll show you. I got the shelf up and got a couple of screws in the back of it holding it to the board. And I got this to set the toaster oven on so it doesn't go through the holes. And the end panel I'm not totally thrilled with, but it'll do the job. As you may imagine, that'll probably be a project in the future. But for now, let's get the metal strips up. I did mark the back of these, but of course when I washed them that all disappeared. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, so that's right. That's left. What we got here? thought the paint was so thick. Huh. Just a teeny weeny little bit. That's how thick the paint is. Ha ha! There you go. That's how thick the paint is. Yep. And the other thing is they're going to have to use masking tape to secure these, and that's probably going to peel paint when I take it off. That sucks, but what are you going to do? I hope this is good. Okay, let's see what we got. That tube is totally dead. That's trash. Old tube of liquid nails I never opened, dead. Second tube of liquid nails, dead. Well, basically, here's another tube of liquid nails, but that was opened, and that's the same thing, dead. So I'm just going to have to assume all my sealants are dead and go shopping before I can do that. And not sure if I'm going to do that or not. There you go. There's where we stand at the moment. Okay, let's see how this thing works. Alright, there we go. Okay, I'm sitting a little bit deeper than with the foam thing, but good enough. Flip that on the back. Oh, it came undone there. Okay. Well, the older versions of these slings had a full sleeve all the way. This has a partial sleeve, so it's not grabbing as well. Yeah, slips right out of the back. Okay, good to know. So not perfect, but quite acceptable. And the water's pretty nice too. And there's my beautiful tree and the moon. That's better.